Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about only on Uber becoming the best and fairest platform for flexible work. What is it with these companies that make these grandiose statements like becoming the best and fairest that literally make me just laugh, because we all know the shady things that they pulled and they know how hard it is for them to actually earn back that trust. I know that Dara actually nutted up and tried the platform to find the kinks, but that's still gonna be a seriously uphill battle for them to prove that they're doing the right thing by drivers. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Uber drivers and UberEats drivers on the platform, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent. What applies to me and my market may not apply to you, especially with Uber. Uber is kind of known for only rolling it out in very specific areas. So with that said, let's get started. Every month, more than 6.5 million drivers and couriers deliver magical experiences to customers around the globe. We owe it to them to keep innovating towards our goal of being the world's best platform for flexible work. Today, we are announcing improvements to the Uber driver app while also making earning on Uber safer and fairer. All of it adds up to an experience you can only find on Uber. Okay, that's a lot of political nonsense. Let me fix that really quick.
Every month, more than 6.5 million drivers and couriers deliver magical experiences for customers around the globe. And we want to make it look like we care instead of actually caring. So today we're announcing improvements to the driver app to make it look like it's for them, but in reality it is most likely going to be for us. All of it adds up to an experience you can find on any gig platform, but we're gonna say it's for Uber.
Yeah, that sounds about right. At an event this morning in Los Angeles, I gave drivers and couriers a first look at more than 20 new features. Okay, so 20 new features in total. Let's have a look. Making earning safer. Record My Ride coming to more cities. We're expanding the Record My Ride pilot to iOS drivers in a dozen cities, including Atlanta, Denver, Dallas, Minneapolis, and select drivers in Los Angeles. Record My Ride allows drivers to record video of trips in their smartphone's front-facing camera without the need to invest in a separate dash cam. Similar to an in-app audio recording feature we rolled out nationwide earlier this year. We built Record My Ride with privacy in mind. Every recording is encrypted and stored directly on the driver's devices, and nobody, not Uber, not riders, not drivers, can access it unless a driver chooses to send it to us for review. We believe both of these recording features will help promote safety and allow us to more quickly and fairly resolve any incidents that may arise. How much you want to bet they're actually gonna find a way to take that data for themselves anyway? Like, really? Although that does bring up another point in itself. You should definitely invest in a dash cam if you can, as well as a body cam. Verifying riders. Next year, we will significantly expand verification of rider identities to compare rider accounts against trusted data sources for an ID document. Over time, we will inform drivers whether they're picking up a verified rider so they can have more peace of mind before accepting a trip request. This is our top existing verification process for riders who use certain anonymous payment methods. So not only are we going to definitely verify that we are the riders in question as somebody who uses the platform, but that scammy crap where people try to pull some refund method or pay without paying, that's not gonna fly on this app anymore. Comfort and safety of a big screen. Following our recent CarPlay integration and the great feedback we received, we are now integrating Android Auto with the Uber driver app. Drivers using Android can now see demand heat maps and accept trips and use the on-screen navigation directly from their car dashboard for enhanced safety and convenience. Actually speaking, I didn't even know you can use the Uber app with CarPlay. That's news to me. Improving the app. These are going to be some of my favorite ones. options. Easier courier parking and drop-offs. Couriers tell us that one of their biggest challenges is finding parking, especially in cities. So we added a tool in the app that shows them free parking nearby. We're also making it clearer to couriers exactly where the customer requested the food to be dropped off, including map labels that specify the exact door and sometimes even photos of the building. Okay, real talk for a second. That is an excellent feature and an excellent update on their part. Good for them catching on to that. Because there's this one area right over here that there is always a parking issue, and I can't pick up from there because there's like no parking. But if somebody said, hey, there's a lot of drivers that actually go into this area over here, that would actually be an excellent feature to me. However, the only thing that I would say is that I don't think it accounts for issues with parking that are related to construction issues, but I don't think there's any way they can realistically implement that. Redesigned clearer trip information. We've redesigned trip requests so drivers can more easily decide if the trip is right for them. Trip requests include Trip Radar, which will now have a clearer action button to accept or match with a trip to help avoid accidentally accepting a trip they don't want to take. Real talk, it's about damn time. The amount of completion hits that I have taken because I have accidentally accepted orders and they actually just put a completion rate requirement onto the Pro Rewards program. It was frustrating, and this actually was implemented onto my app not too long ago, and now let me tell you something, it has made such a difference. It doesn't seem like much until you actually use it. Improved map clarity. We've created sharper route lines with clearer map markers for pickup and drop off and animation that more clearly shows the trip direction. This is a critique that I have to give on the subject. In my map, sometimes it actually doesn't show the route at all because it just doesn't make it through. But at the same time, overall, they have actually been improving that for the overall platform. So good on them. Real-time navigation and feedback and alternate routes. Drivers continue to cite inefficient routes as one of their biggest pain points. Starting in December, drivers will have the ability to post real-time traffic and route information that will be visible to other drivers, making the experience better for everyone. In addition, drivers have access to automatic information on road work, crashes, and lane closures sourced from TomTom and will be offered alternate routes to avoid them. Which, in my area, that would actually be one of the best features that could come onto the platform, because the amount of times that a couple of different major roads that take me to my customer have either been closed or like it's really slow because there are 2 lanes out of the 3 that are actually making it, and it almost like bottlenecks the whole road. It's insane. Not to mention the amount of people that are older than God and can't merge correctly. I don't understand that. Which, by the way, if you're older than God and can't drive more than 10 miles an hour, just get out of the left lane. Making earning fairer. We know that to be the best platform for flexible work, we must also be the fairest. Blocking someone from accessing their Uber account is one of the most serious decisions we can make, and one of the most distressing moments that a driver or courier can experience. I've heard from drivers and couriers loud and clear that we need to do a better job listening to all parties involved, communicating our decisions more clearly, and giving drivers and couriers a pathway to appeal if they believe we got something wrong. To address this, we're making some important changes to that process. I know I already crapped on them for this, but real quick, a lot of this can really just be politics and them saying something to appease the UN or whoever on the subject of actually addressing this issue, but in reality, it's probably not going to change much. Providing a pathway to review an account deactivation decision. Our expanded in-app review center tells drivers and couriers why their account was deactivated, allows them to request an additional review for the decision, and gives them the opportunity to share additional information like audio or video recordings. Honestly, I haven't heard of anybody getting deactivated wrongfully on Uber recently, so maybe they did do something in that regard, but let me know in the comments if anybody everybody has actually seen this and actually had a very clear reason to why they were deactivated, like details, the ride in question, etc. Protecting drivers from false allegations and unfair ratings. It's an unfortunate reality that some people report false issues with a driver with the aim of getting a refund from Uber. We've put new systems in place to better protect drivers from this type of false allegation and to help ensure these reports won't count towards ratings or a deactivation decision. This is a common trend that a lot of gig platforms are starting to actually realize, is that they don't want to serve cheap customers anymore. They don't want to serve the no-tip customers anymore, the tip-baiting customers. They're done with the nonsense. And drivers are not the enemy. So I definitely see that actually being a legitimate update on the subject. Helping US drivers falsely accused of drug-impaired driving get back on the road. If a driver accused of driving under the influence of drugs wants to take a drug test to disprove the accusation, we now have a program to assist. Going forward, drivers whose accounts are at risk of permanent deactivation for drug-impaired driving will be provided the option to take a drug test through a nationwide partnership with LabCorp. Uber will cover the cost of testing, whatever the outcome. Oh, that's a good one. Like, actually speaking, if you're an Uber driver and some customer says,
"This guy was using drugs. I felt unsafe. Give me a refund, please."
you can actually go to a LabCorp location, pee in a cup or something, and they can prove that that wasn't true at all. And it's not a he said, she said situation. You peed in a cup and you proved it. And it's not gonna cost you a goddamn thing. It's my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I gotta say it. I gotta give credit where credit is due. A lot of these updates are really good and really important for a lot of drivers. I don't usually talk this highly about gig platforms, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. They're really making moves for the betterment of the gig economy and the gig economy workers. Now, again, would we like to see the base pay higher and things like that? Of course. But overall, in terms of our safety and everything else, this is a step in the right direction. Yes, they have a long ways to go in terms of making it a solid system overall. For example, the account violation system triggering even though you told me to return the order. That is an issue within itself. But overall, these are some solid updates and I'm really excited about them. Could this all be politics and could it be ruined later? Sure. But right now, gotta give credit where credit is due. Good work. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.